So boys, the time has finally come, and Madden NFL 19 has finally dropped for whoever bought it, the Hall of Fame edition on PlayStation or Xbox or even PC now. They actually have it on PC this year. But anyway, today we're going to start off our brand new Washington Redskins franchise mode. And we're going to take a look at the ratings right now on this screen. Overall, you have an 82 overall team, 87 offense, 83 defense, looking pretty solid so far. Our top three players got Jordan Reed at tight end, left tackle Trent Williams, and right guard Brandon Sheriff at 90 overall. So great looking team so far. Let's go and see how we customize this. We're going with Ryan O'Malley as our coach for this franchise mode because he was injured in college. He wanted to get back into football somehow, and he somehow made his way up into the Redskins office and worked his way up to being head coach. So Ryan O'Malley is our head coach for the Washington Redskins this franchise mode. So here's the new look in Madden NFL 19 franchise mode. It's got that more immersive look to it where it's actually showing the coach doing work, and it looks a lot more better than like that normal blank screen they have for franchise mode. It looks a bit more entertaining. So we're in preseason week 1, and we're facing off against the Patriots for week 1 of the preseason. But before we do anything at all, we gotta take a look at our starters for this Madden NFL 19 2018 season for your Washington Redskins. Okay, but before we do anything at all with this team, we gotta make one quick move, and that's involving Chris Thompson, right now our starter for running back. But to be honest, I want Derrius Guice to be our starting running back this season, because if you look at the guy, he's got all the makings of a great running back in the future. He's got the star potential from LSU, 21 years old, and he's already a 78 overall running back. If you take a look at his ratings as well, he's insanely good. He's got 84 break tackle, 89 speed, 91 carrying, 91 trucking. Like, this dude is fast, he is thick, he can pound through anything right now. And I love to have him as our starter instead of Chris Thompson. Like, Chris Thompson is good, but he's just not what I really want. I'd rather want Derrius Guice to get the reps first season rather than him. He's a great running back, but is not exactly what I want for this team right now. So, Chris Thompson, I have a trade idealized for him just coming into this game already, and I'm going to bring it up right now and show it to you right now. Right off the bat, we're trading Chris Thompson in a 4th and a 6th for the Seahawks' first-round pick. Thompson finally can start in Seattle, and he'll fit in great in Pete Carroll's system, I believe. So now the running back system is a bit less crowded, and now we can officially take a look at this year's 2018 Redskins starters. So starting at quarterback for your Washington Redskins for 2018 is number 11, the lovely Alex Smith. Coming over from Kansas City, trying to prove his worth to Redskins fans that he is clutch in the playoffs and can maybe win a championship for Washington. Next up is number 86, Jordan Reed at tight end, 94 overall this season. He is a beast and will be relied on to be more of our security blanket on offense. Flipping over to wide receiver, we have Jamison Crowder there, number 80. He is a beast. He's young, 25 years old. He's fast. He's got some speed to him. Also starting at wide receiver, we have number 10, Paul Richardson Jr. there, sitting pretty, 84 overall. He can snag those one-handers very well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what magic Alex Smith and him could do this season on offense. But let's not forget the most dynamic player, the most potential-wise player we have in this team, number 29, Derrius Guice. They're pounding the holes there on the offensive line. But let's not forget the big boys, the big hogs on the offensive line. Starting at left tackle, the lovely Trent Williams there. And starting right next to Trent Williams, we do have the lovely Sean Lauval there. And at center, we do have Chase Roulier there at 68 overall. Next to him, a guaranteed starter obviously this season, the 90 overall Brandon Sheriff there. He's a beast. Looking forward to seeing him play on the offensive line. But let's not forget, right next to Sheriff there, we have Moses there at right tackle. Then starting on defense, we do have at linebacker Zach Brown, 88 overall. He is an absolute beast. And also at middle linebacker, we do have Mason Foster there, 29 years old, 74 overall. He is our backup middle linebacker. We'll see what he can do. And speaking of linebackers, we have the lovely Ryan Kerrigan there, 87 overall. And finishing off the linebackers, you have a right outside linebacker with Pernell McPhee, 81 overall. Now heading to the defensive line, hopefully terrorizing quarterbacks all season long. At right end, at starter, you have a 79 overall Jonathan Allen there, 23 years old. He's young, he's got quick development. Inside of Allen, we do have the lovely Matthew Ioannidis there, 24 years old. Great player, 80 overall, quick development. And then down the middle, we do have the man himself, Daron Payne there, 21 years old, he's a rookie, 77 overall. Flipping it to the corners, you have the man himself, Josh Norman, the most controversial cornerback in the entire NFL. Then our backup cornerback, we do have Quinton Dunbar there, 26 years old, 79 overall from Florida. Then finishing up the secondary, we do have Monte Nicholson there at free safety, 22 years old, 75 overall. And the last man on defense, we do have DJ Swearing in there at strong safety, 87 overall, a beast of a player. And we cannot forget about the punter and the kicker. Starting off with Dustin Hopkins there, 76 overall. He's our kicker for the season. Hopefully he's a great year. If not, we might end up replacing him. But so far, looking pretty good for Dustin. And you cannot forget about probably the best player on this team, I'd say. Tress Way, 81 overall, 28 years old. He's just doing what he wants when he wants, and he's got a massive leg at a 98 kick power. Tress, do whatever you want, man. You're the best player in this team, at least in my eyes. So that's something we just threw together to go show off the 2018 Washington Redskins roster right now, at least the starters for now. And taking a look at our depth chart, it's offensive line-wise, we do have left tackle Trent Williams, which is looking good. Only thing is that our left guard and center positions are pretty weak right now, and we should probably take a look at free agency and see who's available just for every position, just for the heck of it. And we'll take a look right now, positions to probably look at for backups, or maybe even a starter if it's good enough, is left guard, center, quarterback, and maybe take a look at a receiver. That wouldn't be bad to get a receiver on there. We do have Crowder, we have Paul Richardson, and then for backups, we have Doxson and Quick. But you can never know. You could probably throw another receiver in there. See if you could find a guy who's super speedy or something like that. As for tight ends, actually, we have Jordan Reed, 94 overall. We have Vernon Davis, they're 83 overall as well. So tight end position is stacked right now for us right now. Then defense-wise, defensively, our team is looking pretty solid for the most part. Like at D-tackle, maybe add another backup right there. Free safety, maybe find a backup. As for the rest, not looking too bad, as at corner we have Norman and Dunbar. That's not too bad, and if we could find a mid-80s guy for the second cornerback, that'd be good. But as for now, it's looking pretty decent. And then at left end, we have Ioannidis. They're 80 overall, second-year guy. And then you have Allen there at right end, D-tackle, Payne, and Taylor. Maybe find a backup for D-tackle. As for linebackers, looking pretty solid for linebackers for the most part. We have McPhee, Pernell McPhee, Ryan Kerrigan. You got Zach Brown. Maybe find a middle linebacker right there would be nice. But other than that, though, our team's looking pretty solid. But first, take a look at free agency and see who's available just for every position right now. And for the top 100 free agents, we have Richie Incognito there at left guard. Maybe take a look at him. I don't know. Maybe it's up to us right now. We have corner. We have Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He does fit our scheme if you're wondering about that. And then free safety at Trey Boston. Right end, Robert Ayers Jr. We have Hankins, we got Kenny Vaccaro there at strong safety. So you have some pretty interesting looking positions right now to maybe fill at like linebacker. We have Navarro Bowman, maybe put him at linebacker. You never really know. I mean, like we have a lot of free agents that are possibilities, and you never know. We could get one of those guys at starter. We do have a little bit of cap space, so it's nice if we could spend a little bit of that on a solid starter that we need. For like a position in need, like maybe center would be nice. Wait, you should probably take a look at center first. As for centers, we have James Stone there at 69 overall, 26 years old. That's what our starter is pretty much, because he's a 69 as well. So maybe pick up James Stone. He might fit pretty well in our team, actually. Take a look at his ratings. He is decent. His pass block is a 70. That's not really that good. He opens holes for Geis at 80 overall for run block. As for the rest, not that great, but I mean, he's not bad, though. He's not bad. He's a good backup, maybe. We have Tim Lilito. We have Schwenke. We have Ferenc. Like, these guys are possible backups. Maybe Brian Schwenke. That wouldn't be that bad for us. Is he good? Pretty decent? He's pretty much Medicore. I'd love to have Stone, actually. He wouldn't be that bad for us. 3-year man out of, what is it, Texas? Tennessee. So let's go see him. 1.67 mil. You know what? Why not sign him? Let's do that. We need offensive lineman depth. James Stone brings that. Left guards, we have Richie Incognito there, 85 overall. We have Jokel. We have Boone. Beatles. Take a look right now. We have Luke, who would not be that bad. He does fit our scheme. As for ratings-wise, he's not that great, but his lead block is good. Strength is good. He does need some work, but fitting your scheme is not that bad, though. It's alright. He's the 31st ranked left guard in the league. So, I mean, if you take a look at that, 32 teams in the league, he's the 31st. He's better than some starters, at least one starter, so that's something at least. So Luke is a possibility. Richie Incognito, he is old, 35 years old. He does want money. He wants double of what Luke wants, so you gotta think about that as well. As for the rest, though, we take a look. We also have like dudes down here like Dakota Shepley, Cameron Lee, Max Turk. Those are possibilities for backups as well. Then one thing that's kind of been bothering me a bit is quarterback. We do have some quarterbacks on here. You have Matt Moore at a 72. We have Yates at 67. Boykin 67. We have Trevor Knight 66. And Mark Sanchez there. He does fit our scheme at 66 overall. Maybe bring up Butt Fumble to be our third stringer maybe? I don't know. We'll see. If you take a look at our quarterback positions right now, as of right now, we do not have that much good of depth. We have Kevin Hogan there at 69 as our backup. We have Colt McCoy at 65. I mean, Mark Sanchez is better than Hogan, I believe. Is he? I believe he is. My bad, he is, and he's 3 overall smaller, but Mark Sanchez better than Colt McCoy? Maybe he could be your third stringer, you never really know. Only thing is he wants 2.59 mil, and I'm not giving that to a third stringer quarterback at 31 years old. So, Mark Sanchez, a pipe dream, but we just can't get him, though. It just won't work out for our team financially and for the future. So, Mark, gonna have to pass on you. I'm sorry. Middle linebacker wise, you have Navarro Bowman there. Could be an option at middle linebacker for us. You got Carlos Dansby. You got Ray Malaga. We got Harris. We got Carter. I mean, you have guys there that could fill our position in need. But as of right now, I think our team is decent as of, like, for linebacker wise for defense. Like, our team is looking pretty good. Like, we don't have that bad of a team overall. It's just about, I don't know, just making it a little bit better. Like, Foster is alright, but we could get better at middle linebacker for second. So, we could pick up a middle linebacker next episode. You never really know. It's preseason. You never know what's going to happen. And just before we end it off, though, I'm going to show you off all the free agents right now. You can see who's available, that kind of stuff. I'll just go through this quick. Look, you have guys like Dez Bryant. Eric Decker, I tried putting him on the Patriots because he signed the Pats in real life. But for some reason, I kept saying the Pats were going to go over the salary cap if we go put him on their team. So, unfortunately, we couldn't get Eric Decker on the Pats before starting the franchise mode off. But the rest, like, you have some decent players here that we could sign, possibly for backups or maybe even starting roles if they're good enough. Blair Walsh, heck no. But the rest, they're great options possibly for this team now and maybe even for the future if they're young. So there's all the top free agents, the top 100 free agents. Maybe comment below what player you want on the team in free agency. We can take a look at him, see if he fits. If he does, maybe sign him. If not, move on to the next thing. So anyway, that was our team overview for the 2018 Washington Redskins. Make sure to like and subscribe for this new series. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.